Hello everyone, this is Introvert Shy Guy and welcome back to Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, so where we left off, we did a few Shine Sprite challenges, we defeated the Monterey boss, and I also bathed a few Chain Chomp pups and stuff in that other world, and so now we're just gonna continue onward. So anyway, first off, I'd actually like to apologize for basically not releasing a video in about a week. I did say one time I was gonna release one tomorrow on Wednesday. Thing was though is that I kinda overslept, so I wasn't able to do the video, and plus at that time my brother kinda showed up early at about 2:30, so it was kind of too late anyway. But yeah, I should have woken up a lot earlier, but I woke up at kind of around at 2:20 anyway, so it's pretty pointless. And also I couldn't do a video last Tuesday because apparently I had to go to University of Tampa to straighten some stuff out and the hotel lobby secret. So this is a hotel lobby secret, and also check on my apartment. So of course I had to skip Tuesday. And the funny thing about Wednesday was I actually did start a gameplay on Wednesday, but my brother kind of showed up at 2:30, and I knew he was going to show up early, but I was hoping he would show up at 3, so I had to literally cancel the entire gameplay, and I'm not really going to post it. Nothing really, not a lot of stuff has happened. As a matter of fact, the only challenge I've ever completed was the Il Piantissimo race in that hot spring world with the mushroom. That was the only thing I completed. And the two worlds I've actually done but I haven't completed is this one that I'm doing right now, and the red coins in the coral reef on that sand beach thing. Both of those I wasn't able to finish. Even though I was continuing with the My Little Pony review, I did talk about it. It wasn't really that good because of course the first one was this one, so I wasn't able to properly focus on that one challenge. But I'm doing this one first because I just want to talk about just a few minor things of what's happening right now, like as of right now, basically. So yeah. Anyway, hey, it's Mario, right? Yeah, Mario. Listen, I have a feeling you can help me out again. See, the hotel, it's full of ghosts. So, well, could you maybe just come inside, please? I can tell you're a miracle worker, don't be so modest. So yeah, there are boos. They've just infested the place, basically, and that's what happened. Also, yeah, like I said, I apologize that I was basically stopping midway at that guy's speech, but like I said, I had to just talk about a few things before I begin. So anyway, even though I wasn't able to do the gameplay thing before, I actually kind of forgot that apparently my brother actually has a spring break on on Easter because he's actually in a Catholic school, so they kind of had a spring break during that time. And I actually literally forgot because the main reason why I did a gameplay in the first place on Wednesday was because I actually thought, I actually had to. Hold on. I actually had to get it, I had to risk it, basically, on just doing a gameplay at that time. Forgetting that... Sorry, you're under a boo's arm. This messes up with your jump. So yeah, forgetting that there was actually a spring break, which I actually could have done these gameplays rather than just doing that Wednesday gameplay. So as you know, that as of right now, I am by myself, and it's actually Saturday at 1:49 in the morning. And bear in mind, it was basically I woke up on Friday and I actually stayed up as of right now, so I kind of passed the Friday and now it's a Saturday as of right now. It's 1:49 basically. This isn't really my first time doing a gameplay at night at this hour. As a matter of fact, I've kind of done this way before when I first started this gameplay. Go watch my very first videos, which was on Legend of Zelda, because I was also playing at night. But unfortunately my brother was home, so of course I had to be playing like while he was in his room, just listening, watching anime and listening to loud music, so I was able to get away with it basically. But of course I had a time limit at that time. And the main reason why he was at home before was because apparently his passport was either a few months before expiration or already expired, so he wasn't able to go with my parents basically. So of course, the very first time I actually did a let's play like this, he was home and I had to deal with that sadly. And as of right now, I'm actually by myself this time. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. And I've actually already done this before, but I was actually doing the My Little Pony movie review, but right now I'm just talking about some just what the current situation right now while playing this level. By the time I do the Coral Reef level, then I would continue on with what I was saying basically. I have to. I think I can only go through. Yeah, I can only go through these melons. These are really big melons. These kinds of melons actually exist in Japan, by the way. I don't know what video. Oh shit! I almost fell. I don't know what video to look for, but it's somewhere. It's these special kinds of melons. So yeah. I know I'm actually talking. Oh fuck. I know I'm actually talking in this, even though I'm not supposed to, but fuck. Damn. Fuck. And for some reason, it was actually easier talking about what's happening now than the My Little Pony movie. But as a matter of fact, yeah, I think I talked enough about what's going on. So like I said, I just have 1 week. Both my parents and my brother are away for 1 week. I have the entire house to myself. I could literally play this game at whatever time I want. At whatever time I want. So I have like complete freedom basically, and however long I want. That's basically the gist of it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna now basically focus. I'll cut to the part where I actually died. It's just for you guys basically. All right, I made it. Wow. Fuck. So yeah. Also another thing that you guys should know, even though if I don't really cut to parts like say this, where I left off, the only things I would actually keep are me dying, because they're usually, well, what I love about these levels is that how much they kind of make me angry basically, whenever I die sometimes, so I always like to keep those parts basically, because it makes the video very funny. That's one thing I kind of love about doing these kinds of playthroughs basically. Ah, fuck. Okay, oh god. No. Fuck! 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 God damn it! Fuck! Ah, come on. Oh, fuck me. Ah, I was so impatient. Fuck me. I'm gonna keep on doing this. Like, I could literally go on all day, because, like I said, I have so much time on my hands. Ah, fuck! Fuck! Fuck this shit. God damn it. Alright, let's try this again. The tricky thing about this thing is that your jumps sometimes don't like go far enough because of the... God damn! Fuck! God damn! God damn, this is gonna be so frustrating. The worst part about this level is that there's no one-ups. Or maybe there is, but like I haven't like, you know, looked at the like somewhere in between the blocks. I don't know. Alright, let's try again. actually, you know what? I gotta focus on jumping on those, like, you know, bumps, basically. Because it's like the only thing I know for certain that it's... Ah, made it! Fuck. Maybe I think I should have knocked on wood. Okay. And then that thing right there kills you. Hold on. Also, I'm just pointing something out. Those little things kind of remind me of those Bert the Bashfuls from Yoshi's Island. Yeah. So anyway, I made it. Believe it or not, my first try doing this thing a second time after a game over. If you know what I'm saying. I know it's something impressive, but you know, I guess maybe because like I died 4 times technically, so the fifth one's the charm. You know. Anyway, there's actually another Shine Sprite to get, actually. There's a bell right there. I actually noticed it when I was looking at my previous unreleased video. You know, the one I told you guys about how that I actually decided not to release because I was talking about the My Little Pony movie. Doing this level, when in reality it makes it very hard and like unfocused kind of, so I decided to change things. Yeah, so basically I saw this and I was like, oh, I should do it, so I'm now doing it. Technically now collecting Shine Sprites doesn't really like do anything now because now the main objective is to do the Shadow Mario challenges. That's the only way to get to the final level, but I still like collecting Shine Sprites, so I'm still gonna do it basically. But yeah, since I've already completed that level, now I should talk about more about the My Little Pony movie. So okay, so anyway, they've basically escaped Tempest when she was searching the pirate ship, and then she blows it up. So then it moves on to the main 6, basically climbing Mount Eris. I also kind of love the part. Where Rarity was being overly dramatic and how she was like, the bad guys have won and stuff, and then she falls and makes a little squeak, or like her body makes a little squeak. I don't know, it was just kind of so funny basically, and also kind of cute. So I kind of like that part. Anyway, so, oh my god, I hope I could get to the bell. I think I will. Anyway. So, what else? Oh shit. So, they then made it to Mount Eris, only then to discover that this place they just came to is basically very like abandoned and just decimated basically. When I actually first saw that scene, I literally thought the Storm King basically committed a genocide. So I was really like, you know, I really thought that they were going like, you know, like just very hardcore with what they were doing. Kind of like in the same way, like in the show Avatar: The Last Airbender, where when Aang goes to the Southern Air Temple, basically his home, he then discovers how the Fire Nation basically took over. Not took over, basically killed every single airbender, including his mentor / father figure, Monkey Atso. He also sees a skeleton, which I thought was pretty horrific. So I thought it was something like that, basically. You know, I thought they were gonna go somewhere like this. The movie is rated PG, so they could have gotten away with it. But yeah, either way, it wasn't really a genocide. As a matter of fact, they actually all escaped, is what happened. So, okay, what else? Oh yeah, I got to do the coral reef now. So then when they were like just wandering everywhere, and then Spike comments how this is like basically like a ghost town. I don't know if it was Spike. He did say something awful happened to this place, and there was a comment of a ghost town, and Fluttershy gets all scared and stuff. Then they started hearing, someone singing. And then they go approach, basically, they then go see what was going on, basically. And I have to say that, Red Coins in the Coral Reef, I actually really loved how they showed the scene where you see this one character singing, and it's like in this like beautiful, like, you know, just the scenic area. I just really love it. Like, this is one of those things I actually love in the My Little Pony movie. Like, you know, just how gorgeous the movie looks and stuff. Even though there wasn't like, you know, there wasn't a lot of stuff in the movie, I very much appreciate some of those moments that, you know, shows the real beauty in the movie. So I really love it. So anyway, they then come across this character, basically named Princess Skystar. And I have to say, Princess Skystar, literally in the movie, she is a fucking cute. I mean, like, she is actually the most adorable, you know, cutest, like, character, like, that I've ever seen. Like, probably, like, you know, in all of My Little Pony, basically, in the entire series. Like, you know, she's basically kind of like, you know, Pink, you know, just basically the same concepts used with, you know, Pinkie Pie, except though Pinkie Pie was actually more funny than cute. And then there's also the character Gabby, basically, who's also pretty cute, by the way. But she's like, you know, she's also very optimistic and like hardworking and stuff. But for some reason, Skystar, I don't know how they did it, but they just got it like, you know, they just got it right with this character. So I really love Skystar. She's actually really cute and adorable. So so anyway, let me continue on. So okay, they then hear Skystar singing, and she then heard the main six and actually then just went down underwater. Then Pinkie Pie then goes along and oh shit. I hate those cheap cheeks. They pull you in the same way a gator pulls you in underwater if you ever get caught by a gator. Anyway, so they then drown because they get sucked in basically, and I thought it was pretty, like, you know, I thought it was kind of dark how they showed the main six drowning. I've never seen anything. Well, I mean, not what I can remember. I've never seen anything kind of like it basically. So yeah, I thought it was pretty intense. You know how they showed the main six drowning and stuff. So I really like that, honestly. So then they drown, but then all of a sudden they then have these, like, you know, air bubbles in their head, and they're wondering who did this. And then comes Skystar, where I actually like, the moment I saw her was like when I immediately just fell in love with her, honestly. Like, she was that, like, adorable, and especially, okay, I'm gonna actually get to that. So anyway, Skystar then takes her to her mom, basically. Actually, no, before that, we then get to see this world called Sequestria, according to the art book. I honestly don't really, I don't really like the name Sequestria, because I thought it was like, they're obviously they're basically hippogriffs transformed into sea creatures. So how would their world be any, like, related to Equestria, basically? I mean, I don't know. I just figured, like, wasn't really that impressed with the name. It's better than Aquastria, really, but it's nothing really much. But anyway, names aside, there used to be another red coin that was, I think I already grabbed it. I don't know. I gotta keep on looking. There's just one more, so hold your horses, people. Anyway, what else? Okay, so I other than the name aside, the world that they presented of that new place looked absolutely beautiful. I mean, that part kind of reminded me of, you know, the kingdom of the Zoras from Breath of the Wild. You know, that's what it actually really reminded me of. It reminded me of the Zoras, basically. So I really loved what they did with it, basically. So anyway, maybe I think it's somewhere outward. Hold on. So I see another blue coin. That one's a moving one, so maybe I could try getting it. I don't know. Now, let me see if I can try getting it. Maybe there's a red coin over there at the swing. I don't know, I'm gonna go check it out. So... got it! I know blue coins now don't really do much, because like I said, you gotta complete the Shadow Mario challenges, but I still like to collect as much as I can. So anyway, okay, so then they go see her mom named Queen Novo, and at first, you know, she was untrustworthy of the main six because of, like, you know, she's basically hiding her people from the Storm King. So what happened was, apparently the Storm King was the one that actually made their land basically just basically destroyed their original home, basically. So in order to get away from the Storm King, the Queen had to transform her people into sea creatures in order to hide away from the Storm King, basically. So she then revealed. Actually, another thing I also loved about Skystar, I loved how she was actually begging her mom to tell her the story, and she was like, can we? I mean, I don't know. It was actually really cute. Like, oh wait, is it? Oh shit! I thought I should be with the red fishes. Anyway. I just really couldn't get enough of Skystar. Like I said, she is a fucking cute. I know I said that before, but I just had to say it again. Anyway, so she reveals that the pearl is actually the item that actually transformed them, and she also demonstrates by transforming the main six into basically sea ponies. And the funny thing is that I literally thought the sea ponies were the original inhabitants, but that was before I actually realized that these were actually hippogriffs originally. Because I remember seeing a toy based off... Oh, there it is! Found it! I remember there was a toy based off the hippogriffs, and they said it was a new character, and I was like, wait, how are they going to fit that character in? So it turns out that toy is based off the hippogriffs that are originally hippogriffs, where they transformed into sea creatures, basically. And the funny thing is that the sea pony advertising is actually from the main six all along. So the main six are the sea ponies. So in reality, there are no sea ponies in the movie. It's just the hippogriffs transform into sea creatures, and the sea ponies are the main six, basically. You know, that's basically how I could put it, I would say. So anyway... Also, another world. I realized there's also another world that I haven't done yet. Hold on. Let me think. What was it? Oh yeah, the carnival. I want to do the carnival place. Okay. So, what else? So then Twilight gets the idea of using the pearl as a weapon to transform the ponies into whatever mystical creature in order to face off against the Storm King's army. However, Queen Novo kind of objects to it, saying that this could, you know, he could then like possess the magical pearl and like use it, you know, against the entire world, basically. So she then disagrees with giving the pearl to Twilight, and you know, Twilight gets really upset, and then the main six were wondering what to do next. And then also another cute thing, I love the part where Skystar then insists that they would then just stay with her forever, basically, and how she was, you know, how she's so obsessed with shells and everything, and then she's so lonely that she actually named two shells Shelly and Sheldon. That's another, like, fucking cute Skystar moment, so, you know. Yeah, another cute moment. The runaway Ferris wheel. Oh, this one's fun. This one's fun. So, they were then wondering what to do, and then Twilight gets the idea of why not? Yeah, stay and basically, you know, get along with Skystar basically and stuff until like she thinks of what to do next. While in reality, she was actually planning on stealing the pearl and using the main five to distract the queen, basically. So then comes the next song, which is called One Small Thing, and I have to say it was actually really good and stuff. Though I was honestly expecting, I thought Daniel Ingram would have to reference the, you know, the Shooby-Doo thing, like the original Sea Pony song, basically. You know, there was no Shooby-Dooing in that, but I don't know. I thought it was just a missed opportunity to have quick reference of the original My Little Pony movie. So anyway, so then they do the song and stuff. Then Queen Novo then notices what's going on, and then she starts to enjoy it, and then she actually then starts to have this. Starts to basically be persuaded of giving the pearl to the main six. However, Twilight was foolishly trying to steal the pearl, and then she triggers off the alarm with that thing that was kind of like a jellyfish. I don't know. I really liked how they did the security on that thing. Aw, no one can ride the Ferris wheel now. This is so lame. When is it going to be fixed? Oh, I'm gonna fix it. I'm a plumber, so anyway, I don't think I could. I have to first stop the Ferris wheel. So okay, wait. I realize where I need to go. That boat, the boat thing. That's how I get to the Ferris wheel. Anyway, hold on. Oh shit! I'm trying to kill this guy. Hold on. I have such weird targeting. That's when... Anyway, so Queen Nova then finds out that Twilight was stealing the pearl, and then she immediately changes her mind and basically banishes them from the Sea World, basically. So they then arrive. Hold on, come on. Got it. Okay.